Okay, hello, welcome back. We are doing another art walkthrough, and today we are gonna go over the the sea monkey that you
Yes,
painted.
one of my favorite things that I did, the sea monkeys. And I think I said on the last video that I based them a little bit off of goldfish.
Yeah.
And so I have some goldfish reference that's off camera here. And that's the color scheme I used, and also the shape of the face and the eyes as well.
And then the hair or the tendrils, the tentacles or whatever is coming off of his head, those are from the sea monkey
Yeah,
art.
those are from the original sea monkey artwork. So I kept that, and also the little swoop tail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is also original, and then I had to change the rest so we wouldn't get sued. It has to be very different. So I'm laying down a basic color theme, which would be the medium range for a goldfish, which is kind of a golden orange. And then what you'll do is you'll paint your darks on top of that to create your shadows, and then afterwards will show me painting the light on there to give us our scales and glittery stuff.
So you said before that you typically do dark to light. So why would you do it differently for this?
No, I go medium to dark,
Okay, medium
and then
to
I
dark.
paint my lights on top because
got it.
gouache that's the style, that's the kind of paint I'm using. It's like an opaque watercolor. So you mix a lot of water in with it, and you can do what's called glazes or washes over the top. And then what I do is I put down a medium, and you can see I'm painting the darks now, putting in the shadows. And then what I'll do is, because it's opaque, when you do, you can put that on top,
Oh, got it.
which gives you your three-dimensionality.
Got it. And then, so all the character design stuff that goes along with inventing a monster like this is done ahead of time. So you
Yes.
sketched everything out already.
Yeah, I did several different sketches, and I couldn't get one of his legs looking right. And I drew that leg like 15 times, and I couldn't get that leg in there. So,
So then you're like, whatever, web feet.
yeah. Well, every time I drew it, it looked weird, so I had to keep erasing it, and I almost wore through the paper. And then I just drew the whole thing, and you can see although I'm painting on a piece of wood, it's on my light table. You can see that's my light table. So
Oh, yeah.
I will trace, I'll throw it on my light table and then trace the whole thing on a new piece of paper to give a finished, clean drawing, usually. And then I take that finished paper that I'm painting on, and I'll use my light table to trace.
So I know I'm going to sound dumb here, but like, so that table has a light inside of it and it lights the table up? And...
Yes, it does. One of these days I'll turn it on and prove it to everybody.
Does that just help for like if you're tracing over top of your...
Yeah, if you do some real scribbly drawings, and then you can trace your drawings on a new piece of paper and get rid of all the scribbles and stuff, and just get your calm line down there.
Got it.
So, a lot. It's funny. When I worked in an ad agency years ago, I had that light table, and there was another coworker of mine, and the boss comes in. He goes, "So what are you doing? You're tracing stuff?" And he says, "Yeah, but I'm tracing my own drawings." He goes, and he didn't understand it. He said, "Well, I don't like people who trace stuff." And he goes, "Yeah, but they're my own. It's my own preliminary drawings I'm tracing." So,
That's awesome.
so yes.
So we're getting the face in here.
Yeah, so you see I put the blacks in and get those eyes looking there. And then I'm going to put the highlights and stuff on to make those eyes just pop out. Literally popping out of eyes.
So that looks like it's coming together pretty well. And then do you go on and do the scales last?
Yes, because they are the lightest, and so you put them on last. And you see I'm putting some highlights on now. Or you put your lights and then highlights on. Highlights would be basically white, or maybe a rim light or something like that too. And I can't remember if I put a rim light on this thing. We'll see at the end. But you can see I'm adding the scales now. So it gives us our glittery look to where we have that kind of goldfish kind of look to them.
Adding on his scale mail.
Yeah. Yes. his glittery goldfish armor.
Yes. I love that this guy is 2.5 feet tall.
Of course.
He looks so ferocious, and when you show me the picture, I was picturing him at like 6'5".
Yeah. He's he's weightlifting. You know.
Yeah. He's probably pretty buff for a goldfish man.
Yeah. Yeah. He's pretty tough for only being a 1.5 feet tall.
Yeah. I do like that you decided to go with like a more metallic weapon.
Yeah. A lot of people make them, and I'm not going to say it's a mistake, but they'll take like cobbled together kind of stuff or makeshift weapons, and it gives the monster a look of unsophisticality.
Yeah,
if that's even a word.
Yeah,
I just made that. And it looks like the only thing they can do is use sticks or kind of half broken weapons or something. And I thought, no, let's give them a real weapon that looks like it's crafted.
Yeah,
and that'll give them and they're more dangerous looking, I think.
Yeah, because it looks like they know what they're doing, because they can make a weapon that's sophisticated and the same size as them.
Yeah, as opposed to having a piece of driftwood that's got a couple of sharp teeth like stitched onto it or something, and which is a look.
Sure.
But
it informs you a lot of their civilization just looking at the weapon that they're carrying.
Sure. Yeah. And they look a little less intimidating if they have like a couple of shark teeth just like hanging off of a broken stick.
Yeah, that's true. They look a little bit more disorganized, right?
Yeah.
Like this guy's clearly part of a more organized society.
But if he's got a crafted weapon that looks like it's made out of iron, he's a little scarier looking.
Yeah.
So, and then what I did is I painted this all with a black, and then I went in with a blue gray and put that in on top to give it that metal look, and then I put highlights on at the end, and I used my ruler and tilted up on the side to run my paintbrush on, and you can paint a straight line doing that. That's from back in my comic book days when I was doing the panel borders.
We didn't paint. Did you paint the comic books? So you drew them, right?
Yeah, but you used ink.
Oh, right.
Yeah, instead of paint. So, but you use the same technique. Then I put your highlights, and that gives us a nice kind of shiny, dark metallic look there.
Oh, that looks really good.
And now I'm taking white and I'm just touching up the edges. So anytime I made a mistake and painted over it, and also if you notice underneath his belly there, it's a little bit of a blue highlight, and that's kind of a sublight, or reflective surface, and that gives him a little more three-dimensionality.
That's really cool.
Makes him look more round instead of a flat picture there. Yeah.
All right.
Touch up the edges and we're done. Look at that.
You painted a whole picture in 8 minutes.
Yeah. We have a sea monkey. There we go.
All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.